today we are our focus. Today our focus is going to be simplifying expressions. So our learning target is I can combine like terms.
You should do one you understand words, leg, or just big. All the way out.
So I can combine like terms to simplify. Hey you guys, I love you, but let's go. So I can combine like terms to simplify expressions. Okay, so that's our learning targets today. As you can see, we have 4 different methods we're going to use for combining like terms. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through each method, and then you can decide which method you want to use. Okay? Or if you want to do a combination of methods, you can do a combination of methods. I don't really care as long as you know how to do it, right? Okay, so I'm not going to say you have to use this method. You can't, you guys know I don't like to put you in a box, right? So I want you to be able to look at these methods and choose what works best for you. So the first method we're going to do today is called the closet method, okay? Now, when we are combining like terms, here's our expression. 2x minus 3y plus x minus 4y plus 5 minus 5, okay? What do we know, 5x, sorry. What do we know about this term right here? Zach?
It's going to be a negative.
It's going to be negative. Very good. So when we see a minus, that also means that that term is going to be negative. So we need to remember that. So the first thing that we do when we combine like terms, regardless of the 4 methods, is we always draw lines in our expression. Okay. Now these lines, the lines in our expression are going to separate our terms. So what we do is we draw lines, just like this, little slashes. Okay. Those slashes separate your terms. And when you're separating your terms, then you can clearly see that, oh, that one's positive and that one's negative. So that's a good method to use first when you are combining like terms. Give me one.
Look at X, he's all alone. No friends, no family, just himself.
9 over 4, 9 over 5.
He has a positive
What is a
sign.
positive?
Okay.
Oh,
So, method 1 is called the closet method. Okay. So what we're going to do when we do the closet method is we create and label a closet to represent the given situation or the given expression. We're going to place each term in the correct column. We're going to simplify. And then we're going to rewrite the final expression. So when I look at this expression, I see x terms, I see y terms, and then I see constant terms. So how many columns am I going to need? X terms, y terms, and constants. 3. So I'm going to make a 3-column chart. y terms, constant terms. Is that for? Okay. Okay. So our x terms, we have 2x, x, and negative 5x. Then we have a negative 3y and negative 4y. And then for our constants, we just have 5. What's in front of this x? 1. So now we simplify. 2x plus 1x,
Equals 3x.
3x minus 5x,
Negative 2x.
negative 2x. Negative 3y and 4y,
Negative 7.
negative 7y. Good. And then, do we have anything to combine with 5?
No, so it's
No.
1. So it's just 5.
So it's just 5.
Let's go.
So our expression is negative 2x minus 7y plus 5.
No one.
Okay, so write this down. That's your final expression.
I think they should call it the chart method.
There's too much meat.
Okay, good? Okay. All right, so now we have the color method. Okay. So designate a color for each term. We're going to group each color. We're going to simplify. And then rewrite the final expression.
Just get the line.
It's okay. So designate a color for each term. It's okay. So I'm going to draw my lines. So I separate my terms. And then I'm going to designate a color for each term. So, my X's are going to be yellow, my Y's are going to be green, and my constants are going to be blue. Do I care what color yours are? No, I do not care what color yours are. So designate your colors, okay? And then make sure you label what your colors are going to be. So then I'm going to go back with my color, and I'm going to color all my X's. So 2x, x, and negative 5x. My Y's are green. So negative 3y and negative 4y. And then my constant is 5. So then I can rewrite it. 2x plus x minus 5x, negative 3y minus 4y, and then 5. So basically what I've done is I've rewritten my expression and I've broken it down into the like terms, okay? So our big goal is like terms. So that's all we're doing is finding like terms. We found like terms and we put them in the same closet. Now we're finding like terms and we're putting them in the same colors. Okay? So all we're doing is combining like terms. So that's why like terms is so important on Friday, so that today when we went to combine the like terms, we knew what they were. All right, so 2x plus x.
2x.
What's in front of this x?
1.
It's a 1.
3x.
Okay, so that's 3x. Then 3x minus 5.
Negative 2x.
Okay. Negative 3 and negative 4y.
Negative 7.
Negative 7y. And then we have this. Positive 5.
I like the first way more.
Yep, that's why I give you different ways to do it, right?
Yeah.
These are all easy ways.
I probably would have done this anyway because I'm too lazy to put that.
So that's interesting. So Brady just said, I wouldn't have done the color method anyway because I'm too lazy to pull out my colored pencils, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's being self-aware. That's knowing what you can do and what you can't do. That's why there's lots of different methods that you can use for math. You know, there's not one path. Yeah, x might equal 3, but there's a lot of different ways you can get to x equals 3.
Yeah.
All right, so the third method is the shape method. Okay, so the shape method is a lot like the colored method, but instead of colors, it's with shapes. So this is actually how I learned how to do it when I was a kid. So you designate a shape for each term. You group each shape. Simplify. And then you rewrite your final expression.
I feel like I could just use the lines to solve this.
You could. All right, so circles are going to be my x terms, squares, my y terms, and then triangles are my constant terms, or my numbers. So I'm going to circle 2x, 1x, and negative 5x. I'm going to put a box around my y terms. So and then a triangle around my constant term. So So again, what are we doing here? We're identifying like terms, and then we're simplifying our like terms together. Okay, that's all we're doing. That's our main goal, is to identify the like terms and then combine those like terms. I can't combine an X and a Y. That is a no-no. Okay? No-no. Okay? Just like when you go to the zoo, you don't see cows running around.
What?
Cow.
Chicken and a cow.
Yeah. You ever seen a cow? No, either have I. Why? Because those things don't go together. Right? Okay? Now, you don't combine different species, right? Okay? That is not a thing. Now, can you breed different types of dogs? Yes. Can we breed different types of horses? Yes. Cows? Yes. Sheep? Yes, we can do that. But a chicken and a cow? No.
What about a crocodile, a bear, and a moose?
Okay? Crocodile, bear, moose? No, not happening, right? Okay? Yes, Brady.
In Japan, they're allowed to make human hybrids with pigs and stuff.
What the heck?
What?
Messed up.
I know,
Okay.
it's creepy.
Say that again. No, we're not going to say it again. We're just going to move on from that, okay? So, shh, listen. We don't see cows running around. So that's why we don't combine our X terms and our Y terms, okay? X has a certain variable value. Y has a certain, as a variable, has a certain value. So we can't combine these two things. Okay? So we keep all of our x's together, keep all of our y's together. So again, 2x plus 1x, 3x minus 5x, negative 2x, negative 3y, and negative 4y, negative 7y, and then we have nothing to combine with 5, so we just add it. What if 5 was negative? What would we do?
And I'll get rid of the positive and put a little negative.
We would subtract it, right? Okay, because subtraction and negative, those things are the same. Okay, the last method. Okay. The last method is the loop method. So you are going to draw a loop
That sounds cool.
connecting like terms.
This method sounds cool.
Okay. You're going to simplify. And then you're going to rewrite your final expression. So when we loop 2x, x, and negative 5x. So 2x plus 1x is 3x. 3x minus 5x is our negative 2x. And then we loop negative 3 and negative 4y. And then there's nothing. Yeah, you can do it from the top. That's fine. Okay, and then there's no. And then there's a constant, but there's nothing. Yes.
Please send Brody or Royal to the office, please.
Right now, or can you come at the end?
Well, I would like to now if you can.
Okay. So, this loop method, so we're just looping together what goes together. Again, just a different way. How do we feel? Up, down, middle? Pretty good.
I feel like it's either the closet or the color method.
It's either the closet or the color method for you, and that's okay, Tucker.
I like closet.
Okay? What?
I like the closet.
Okay, Brady likes the closet.
I like closet.
I said no good method.
I closet because
Does it like really
Hey, Tucker, what'd you say?
I like the closet because it's very calm. You don't get any other little confused when you're writing.
Very good. So Tucker said he likes the closet because it groups them, and then you have your boxes. Okay? It's all about organization and what your organization method is.
Tucker,
Okay.
you're gonna draw lines in between them and it'll look like that.
So it's okay, it's just your method, right? It doesn't, and if you find something else, like when I do this, what was it? 2x minus 3, what?
Y plus X minus 3y plus 5 minus 5x.
Okay. I don't use any of the methods that I taught you today.
What?
Okay? So when I was a kid, I used the shape method. Okay? Because that's the only way that my teacher taught me to do it. Okay? But then I realized pretty quickly that if I just arranged my terms, so I use the commutative property, right? Okay, so I just rearrange, because commutative property of addition says the order in which you add does not change the sum. So all I did was took my terms and I used the commutative property, but then also the associative property, because then I grouped my like terms. So I don't do it the way you do it. I have my own method, right? And that's okay.
Your method?
What? Oh, absolutely. I don't care what you do, right? So if you want to use the closet method, or if you want to use a combination of methods, like you like the group method, but you want to do it with different colors, cool. You want to do the rearrange, you want to use the commutative property, awesome. You want to use colors, I don't care, awesome, right? As long as you're comfortable with your method and you get the right answer, I'm okay with whatever method you choose. Gabrielle.
I think that your method and the closet method is the easiest because I feel like your method is grouping them together and it makes it more simple rather than doing the color and the shape. method.
Right, but some kids like the color because they like to see those different things are grouped together, and that's okay too. Let's talk about visual learners and auditory learners and kinesthetic learners. Like that's what we're doing, so that's why we have all these methods. Yes, Zachary?
Are we, like if we did that, do we always have to put the addition signs?
No, not necessarily. I just do just to separate them more.
So, does it matter if we add or subtract them?
It does matter. Like if they're positives, you need to add them. If they're negatives, you need to subtract them. So it does matter.
So it makes the.
So like this is a plus x, so I need to put the plus x there. Is this a minus 5, you know?
I'll never get my.
Okay, so let's listen, guys. I want you to go back and get, if you did not do so, I want you to go back and get the homework worksheet. Okay, and I want us to do odds only on the homework sheet.
1, 3,
Wait, like
Basically,
basically
1,
3, 5, 7, and then 9,
11,
9, 11, 13, 15.
We know what numbers are.
2, 4, and 6, those are not odd numbers, by the way.
0,